Wait! Disclaimer! There are no stupid questions. What's the difference between a for loop and a while loop? What does full stack development mean? Is that like a piece of paper? Like, do you write code on a stack of paper? What does API stand for? Who's this Jason guy that everybody talks about? Hey, have you heard of this thing called React? What's the command to exit Vim again? Oh shoot, what did I just do? I have a question for you. Is programming hard? I forget, how do you clone something in Git? How does recursion work again? Oh, me, I have a question. What's the difference between Java and JavaScript? Like, they sound really similar. Why are there even that many programming languages? Do you remember how to add an SSH key to Git? What the heck is this blockchain thing that everybody's talking about? What's the difference between like a software programmer and like a software developer and a software engineer? Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you enjoyed that little bit right there. I wanted to make this fun little video because I wanted to show the dumb or stupid questions that I've asked literally in classes in school and at work. Honestly, the point I want to make here is that there are no stupid questions in software engineering. Literally everyone starts at a place where they know nothing at all about coding, and so the only way to find out about a lot of these things is to ask questions. I think as software engineers, because our job is problem solving, it's incredibly important to ask all of the questions. Asking questions is literally the best way to learn something, and so asking more questions is always going to be much better than asking none at all. I also think that not asking enough questions can end in catastrophic consequences. Like if you're going off of this assumption of a thing and everyone's going off of their own assumptions of a thing, then you probably aren't going to find the best solution possible to fix or solve the problem that you want to. So no matter what setting you're in or who you're working with, I hope that you feel empowered to ask all of the questions that you have. There is kind of an art to how to ask questions that's going to be the most useful and productive way to do so. At my job, when I have a question, I usually try to like Google it or look it up first and do my own homework on it. And I'll really only spend like a couple minutes to a couple hours, depending on the thing, doing this by myself. And then instead of getting stuck for hours or days on end and wasting my time, if I can't find the answer to that on my own, then I will go to someone and ask my question there. Usually it'll be someone that I'm really comfortable talking to and someone who is really willing to answer my questions. And I'll either like Slack them, be like, hey, I have this question, can I ask it, to make sure that I catch them at a right time. Other times I'll collect a list of questions, like a big list, and then like I'll set aside 15 minutes for us to just go through those questions. A lot of it is also about just time management and communication. So those are all skills that will help you get the answers to your questions. And if you're in a group setting, a question that you might have might be the same exact question that someone else has. Like for instance, I remember at my very first job, we were talking about this like thing that I didn't really know the definition of, but I was like, I'm too afraid to ask this question because I'm the newest person. I've only been here for a month. And then one of the senior engineers on that team raised his hand and he was like, hey, what is this? And I felt so like heard and seen in that moment because that was the exact same question that I had. And given that he was also more senior than I was really empowered. I was like, oh, he's a senior engineer and he doesn't know what it is either. So I guess it's okay that I don't know. Conversely, if you're in a place where you can answer a lot of questions, then I think that opening up the dialogue to make it really easy for anyone to ask any question is really inclusive and will really help your team too. And one thing that really helps is to not shame stupid questions. Like if someone asks this question and you shame them, then that really hurts that other person's feelings, right? Like for instance, have you ever been in that situation where like one of your friends says like a new slang word and everybody laughs and you're like, I know what that slang word means too, ha ha ha. I don't know, I feel really bad when that happens. And then I go home and I'm like, what the heck does this mean on the internet? So, but I mean, think about that for like a technical concept, right? Where it's like not a funny slang hip thing. It's like an actual concept that you need to understand to get something done. All right, that's it for today. So that's all I have on stupid questions. If you have a question about questions, I suppose, you can leave a comment down below and myself or other people will get to it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!